In the Ravenloft Factory.
Hey you, JoJo Mother back here with Russ.
Quit your belly aching, it's almost over.
I know.
Secondly,
but the
also, for
worst
anybody-
part of the game is coming up.
I know, right? Also, anybody who's ever seen that show Bee and Puppy Cat, I tried watching that show, and the entire time I'm sitting through this, I'm simply, like, asking myself repeatedly, is she autistic? Like, nothing against autistic people, because apparently Pal is autistic, although whenever you hear him talk, he's so verbose and, you know, ridiculously outspoken that you're thinking that there's no way that British homosexual is you know, like, autistic. And you get the point. It's weird. Regardless, like, that show is... I'm not saying it's bad. The animation's good, just...
Why are
I'm
you...
left holding my head asking why.
Yeah.
So, we're coming up to the greatest part of this game. It stays true to the original Devil May Cry 3.
That's a joke, isn't it?
No.
Tamim thought he was, but it's not.
I really want that mod in here where everything's Taco Bell and Mexican stores and Donte and Virgil
So El
have...
Paso?
And
now laid bare for all to see.
The El Paso mod?
Revolution is
your
in the air.
girlfriend is amazing.
She is.
I believed I'd live to see this day.
Oh,
It's
God.
the beginning of the end for the
That
demons.
bloom. What the fuck?
Mankind would be free.
It's like J.J. Abrams. Uh-oh.
Free from the demons.
Right the fuck out of nowhere.
Secret asshole!
What did you just say?
What did you just say? I said you're a faggot, Donte.
Clear for us to rule. To rule what?
Your mother. Lololololololol.
Your mom too.
You mean like Mundus?
Oh, God.
No. We'll be nothing like Mundus.
Everybody will be forced to wear Abercrombie and Fitch. All day, every day.
It means you.
Oh my god, no.
It means humans.
You know what I noticed?
What?
Their hair don't move.
It was his freedom.
It's
we're
like it's
fighting
in
for,
place.
not yours. Don't be so
See it?
simplistic.
Their hair
No,
does
I'm
not
too busy
move.
looking at that shitty Yamato in his hand.
I know, it's such a bad copy.
They need protection.
You know what I notice about Devil May Cry 4 models?
What?
You and
The hair
I have
moves.
saved them.
It has
You
flow.
saved
Wait.
them? Who else? A human.
No, she was only good for advancing the plot, so Virgil's right here.
Yeah, she's just plot armor, that's about it.
Cat held out under torture to keep your existence a secret.
And look how well that turned out.
In Mundus's lair, we would have failed 20 times over if it weren't for her.
Listen,
Look around you, Dante. Does this look like a free world or a broken one?
if you don't want the responsibility of protecting them,
Like, I don't understand, like, I can understand Virgil, like, you know, wanting to rule over mankind, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, this game is so fucking stupid. Like, the original Virgil,
He doesn't give a shit about mankind. He just wants his own thing.
Like, you see all this destruction and all this?
Nah.
That would be the that would be the result of Virgil getting what he needed in Devil May Cry 3. It's like, what do we do now? Well, I rule over hell. You humans are absolutely useless. Fucking weak.
But you're human too, Dante. Or Virgil.
Shut up! No, I have power. Unlimited power. Power! Look, I have my father's sword.
He says as he's standing in front of a mirror, flexing and kind of crying to himself, I'm daddy!
That's pathetically accurate. That's sad and pathetically accurate. Stop. Oh my god, the textures look so bad.
You can find better PS2 text. You know,
It's like I'm looking at a
what has
Gumby.
better
It's like I'm looking at
textures?
a no. It's like I'm looking at a Gumby movie.
You want to know what has better textures? Deadly
What?
Premonition.
First off, that's not how you get ready in your stance. That's not how you use Bato Jutsu. Bato Jutsu is a quick burst. Fuck. Lido and Lido and Bato Jutsu are quick bursts.
Locking him up.
I love how he glows red as if the game's telling you, hey, use your grapple.
No, just do him in. The shotgun works here, you know.
I forgot.
You don't even need your ebony.
This is so pathetic.
It is. And so many fucking cutscenes. What the fuck?
This is an insult to Devil May Cry 3. Like, I'm not even, like, joking anymore.
It doesn't even copy it. It barely... Trying to add all of these special effects all around the area, and it's not... It doesn't help. It just gets annoying. Ah! Fucking hell! Why is this insulting Devil May Cry 3?
Was that was like the shittiest Starfall I've ever seen.
It is, yeah.
And secondly, you shouldn't be able to do this to Virgil. You should never be able to air combo him.
No, he would get the fuck out of it.
Look at that health bar.
And that fucking cutscene in the middle of the god.
Oh, cutscene again!
Oh, god damn it!
It's not too late. Yes, it is.
Did he just
Look
pop
how
in?
easy this-
Did he just pop in?
Yeah, he just popped in. That wasn't even a teleport effect.
No, it wasn't. This fight is so lame. Bullshit.
What kind of bitch-ass judgment cut was that?
It's not even as good as Donte's DmC 4 judgment cut.
Wow, you got bitched out by an angel weapon. Like I could cheese this fight with the axe alone.
Why don't you? It would have been over quicker.
I want to make it look as cool as possible.
You are not going to make it look cool. And now he has a white coat. Is that supposed to be symbolic or something? Because I don't give a shit. Now he has health regen. Now he just got annoying. Did you just parry the both of them at the same time?
Yeah.
This fight is so bad. This boss battle is so bad.
Wow, I got cycled into that. That was all my fault. Ha you bitch.
I think you have to trigger now. And hit him. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look at this bitch move. Oh no!
There's a sword in me. Oh no! What will I do? Pull it the fuck out, you fag. And then the Devil May Cry DmC fanboys will go, no, but it's realistic. It's realistic. He's not supposed to walk away from this.
You're trying to apply. No. You're trying to incorporate realism in a series where a guy does nothing but kick ass, eat pizza, and kill demons all day.
Yeah,
then can take like punishment like fucking Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, it's. Temmie really.
This is stupid. This is so like this right. Oh! Here's Dante's moral compass, everyone. You have to give in to the humanity in you, even though there's nothing human about you. You're half angel, half demon. You are a Mary Sue by virtue of being born and conceived. Born and conceived, man. That was redundant as fuck. Just like this game's title.
Actually, a lot of things about this game are redundant as fuck. Including the controls, which we've already covered.
This is so forced.
Did it pause? No, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, it paused. That's the game.
What, really?
That's the game
What
shitting
the
it. Yeah.
The world is
Like,
in
the
my
game
possession
pauses.
now.
That's not my recording. No, everything's fine on my
Choosing the wrong
computer.
side.
Oh, hey, look,
You're not
D&T's
Get it right here now.
It d- that
You
d-
never will be.
And Virgil had his white hair since he was.
because he didn't wake the true demon within his... I can't.
My.
So, I'm going to go... So, Dante, because I couldn't get my way, I'm going to go run away and throw a fit instead of be like a real demon and fight to the death like the original Virgil would have
Like
done.
any fucking demon would have done. Even Griffin, who's pegged
Oh, wow.
to the ground with a giant stone stake, fucking said, I'm gonna still try to kill you.
Who you are.
He was pegged to the ground with had a broken wing.
Oh. I love how this is supposed to be meaningful.
Oh, God.
You're a faggot, Harry.
But I love you. No, you don't. It's just the fucking writers having a seizure.
I love you, Donte. Please make love to me now.
You are only saying this because my brother abandoned you.
How did you know?
Oh my
And they're showing the background shit. Like, nobody cares, Ninja Theory. If you want it...
No, Rathkin, I have a moment here.
Sure. Go ahead.
Games like this... Hold up, I don't want to hear Combi Christ. I'm going to play some other music over this when I get the chance. Games like this are what is destroying, like, a lot of the game industry. Games that are so lazy, half-assed, inexplicably edgy for the sole purpose of trying to incorporate a mature theme. When you want a mature theme, you execute it through your storytelling rather than, you know, what would appeal to the somewhat broadened demographic of which you were trying to appeal to. Yes, Devil May Cry, the original series, was a niche thing. It caught the interest of not as many people as, you know, Capcom would have originally wanted, but here's the thing. It still sold so much better than this garbage. That's even... What does that say? Like, Devil May Cry is a cult classic. That should say a lot. It's a cult classic, yet somehow manages to not just outclass, but manage to be still more popular than this game that got hundreds of thousands of dollars in terms of development.
Maybe even millions.
And advertisements.
Maybe even millions of dollars.
Millions in advertisements. And,
Whereas
you know,
Devil May Cry 4 had half the time, 1 year, and half the budget.
yes, Devil May. Like, here's an even better word. This is why I don't know who made Devil May Cry 4. Like, who was all like Team Little Devils?
No.
That?
Team Little Devils moved on to do Bayonetta. They became Team Little
Okay,
Angels.
so who made Devil May Cry 4?
Itsuno and Capcom Studio. They were, you know, just a bunch of guys at Capcom, developers that are decent at fucking making games, made Devil May Cry 4, spearheaded by Itsuno's direction.
Here's the problem. Itsuno and his team, given the span of 1 year and then getting a ridiculous budget cut midway through development, managed to put ridiculous amounts of time and effort into game design, music, models, physics engines. Oh man, don't get me started on that Havoc. That was the physics engine for the... Was it Havoc?
Yeah, it was Havoc.
Yeah, it was a Havoc engine. Oh my gosh, it flows so well. Devil May Cry 4 does everything that Devil May Cry 3 wanted to do so much better, and it to this day. Oh, okay. Look, here's Dante's voice actor also flipping us the bird. Can you go fuck yourself, sir? In all of that, a year, the span of a year, when this game was still undergoing...
3
this game was still undergoing...
years!
3 years. Yeah, this game took 3 years to make, and what did we get? We got a lazy copy, paste,
bare bones,
everything with this game.
stripped down piece of shit.
Like, you can present, like, Spirits has told me more, because, you know, he, like, Spirits and Paula, they both know how, like, you know, they both know about game design, because, you know, they're intelligent fuckers. Spirits can tell me Spirits has told us many times right off the bat, what they're doing with this game is just basic entry-level shit. Like, blenders, the color effects, it's so half-assed. It's not done right. It's just... This game is bad on aesthetically, this game had some good points,
but that's mostly because of the artist, Dan Baker, right? Fucking Dan Baker. He was the only good part of this game.
Yes, okay, Dan Baker. What I really hate mostly about this game is how, not just because it is a slap in the face to the original, but it's so contradictory. It's like, we're going to be better than that, and by better than that, we're going to copy and paste Virgil's final encounter and do it in such a way that there's no challenge. The game holds your hand every way through this. I've seen it. I've shown you. This game is, like, I've played... I could probably play Hello Kitty's roller skating
and have a better challenge out of that, right?
Yes, and I'm not even joking, because I have played Hello Kitty's
You know
roller
what? I
skating
had
adventure.
more fun playing Bubsy 3D than I had playing this fucking game.
But no, here's the problem with this. This game tries to deliver a deep and meaningful story. Instead, we get just mostly talking out of your ass. Want to know why Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 4 are mature, besides, you know, the ridiculous amounts of blood and gore? Good job on that, guys. I still love that. But it's cheesy. It's over the top.
It knows how
it's ridiculously... Hold up, hey, Hill. It's ridiculously corny. Yet, it does have Shakespearean themes. It's undertones. There are subtle undertones if you pay attention to the dialogue and the story of the game and the lore. There is ridiculous amounts of it. The original Devil May... Hold up. Before you cut me the fuck off, I'm already pissed as it is.
You did it to me.
The original Devil May Cry series, especially Devil May Cry 3, in my terms, the strongest story-wise, it had a new take on the idea of, like, heaven and hell, good versus evil, and all that. There is no good versus evil in this. It is nothing more than a clash of ideas. Donte and Virgil, two twins, grown up in the same house, and they were both treated to hellish childhoods after the death of their mother. They both walked rough patches of life, yet the ideals they installed within themselves over those 10 years changed them drastically. And that's just the small layer. It's one embraced his humanity because he wanted a release from his suffering, if somewhat he did hate his demonic side for a while. And another one, Virgil, hated his human side because it showed how weak he was and how powerless and helpless he was to protect those he cared about. And he sought power. Donte had no real ambitions other than just to live life day to day. Virgil constantly sought out power and hoped to protect himself. And in the end of it all, when they clash so many times, thanks to Lady, a well-done female character, an independent female character who doesn't need to be involved in this romancy bullshit, who's on a quest for revenge, she showed Donte the true meaning of the human half of the true meaning of humanity. It was through her actions and how willing she was to, you know, blot out the evil what ruined her family. And while she was going for revenge, it's understandable. And it gets even better because Donte understands taking responsibility for your family. It's when he decides that he will care. He will care about his brother. And if it means striking him down, he'll do it. Because he's given, like, Lady has shown him that the world is worth fighting for. And while Virgil's not even destroying humanity maliciously. It's just an after effect of his own ambitions, but he's so seeking out that goal, that's all he can think about. Everything else, it's just a consequence. So, let me just say this. Devil May Cry 3, those themes are amazingly done. It's humanity and demons, and there's just a humongous gray area between in which you can't judge, which is why the Devil May Cry. This game, it does not deserve any of the praise it gets. This game is a 6 at best. This game is horribly
it's a
done.
soulless
it's lazy, bad.
shadow of its former self.
And I will tell you, that's all I can say. Devil May Cry 3, the story is ingenious, and before anybody starts talking shit about the level designs and bosses, the level designs, ingenious, I've already explained. The bosses make sense. They are demons, and not even that, they are demons that are grounded in the lore, that are referenced throughout the lore of which Devil May Cry does.
And even on a gameplay standpoint, many of the bosses, except for the doppelganger, he kind of sucked. Many of the bosses were fun as fuck. They were challenging, unique, diverse. They kept you on your toes.
No one encounter was the same until you hit the boss gauntlet, but that's a Capcom thing.
Yeah, that's always been a Capcom thing. But anyway, regardless, the main story bosses from the Vanguard to introduce you to boss battles, all the way up to Virgil himself. Every encounter was unique. Every encounter was cherished. You will remember fighting Cerberus for the rest of your life as soon as you play Devil May Cry 3 and reach that point.
Because it was the biggest wake-up call boss. It showed you that you can't be an idiot. You just can't rush in and start hacking away like you do at DmC, Donte's menstruating
And at the same
cunt.
time, you can't sit in the back and shoot away at him, because all it really does is shoot the ice off his head, and he will just regrow that ice, and you won't do any damage to him. You have to mix it up. You have to keep on his ass.
So yeah, even in terms of memorability, this is a fart in the wind. This is all it is. It will be faded. Like, people were talking about how this game is so much better and everything, and when it first came out, everyone was like saying, "Oh, you guys are giving this game so much hate." And when people finally dissected it, like the Hyperbit Hero or the Gaming Brit, and even myself constantly dissecting this, playing through this game more times than I should have. Thank God I bought this used, because I would never support an awful thing like this. I simply understand why it's bad. You play a game enough times, you'll understand you'll find things you don't normally find on your first playthrough, and when the gleam and the gloss is like been wiped off, only to discover that you got slime and mold in your ice machine. I play Devil May Cry 3 over and over, day in, day out, because I love that game. And
you're still finding new shit.
And want to know how it's a good game? You still find new things you never thought you could do out. You still find out that, holy crap, Dante's level 3 Beowulf combo actually has a tornado attack, like a tornado bit to it. You just gotta know how to use it right.
Or that Virgil is so smart as an AI that he will stop mid-combo if he thinks he can't get through you. He will pause himself.
Yeah, another one. Like, whenever you use your air raid attack and like try and fly away from Virgil and say, he's grounded, there's no way he can get to me, he'll actually stop his Beowulf phase, mid-Beowulf phase, and go into judgment cuts and knock you out of the air. To me, I like adaptive AIs like this. This game, everything about these bosses is so scripted. It's scripted.
It's so heavily patterned and so heavily exploitable that they don't even feel like bosses. They just feel like bumps, an obstacle. That's it. The enemies, the boss enemies in the original Devil May Cry game, they felt like normal enemies with a shitload more health and a truckload more of fucking moves.
And don't even get me started on the weapons. DmC Dante's menstruating cunt. You get a pair of stone lava fists from a Slurm Queen / Succubi. You get an angel weapon from a demon. Giant dual fucking shurikens from a newscaster demon. Tell me where your strain of logic is. Now, let me go back to Devil May Cry 3. Cerberus, an ice dog. It was like a three-headed ice dog that, covered, the gluttony section of hell. He uses ice. What do you get? You get three-headed ice chucks. Navon, she uses electricity and bats, and she sings. She's like a siren. You defeat
Fucking
her.
electric
you get a purple
guitar of death!
Yeah. You defeat... Well, you don't defeat Beowulf, because Virgil super kills him. Beowulf, he coughs, he uses light, and he uses, melee, his fists and legs. You get gauntlets and greaves. Agni and Rudra, you get their heads that are somehow their swords.
Their spines are their swords.
Pretty much. That's hilarious still. You've got that. Then you defeat... What else? I've covered... Doppelganger, you get a super awesome style for, an extra Donte.
Garyon allows you Quicksilver.
Basically, here's the thing about game design. That's the amazing thing about the game design of Devil May Cry 3. If you did defeat a boss and you did get a power-up, it would make sense in the context of the boss you defeated. Like, you see Navon shooting electricity and bats, like, I would really like to do that. You get her ability, now you can. That game rewards you. This game more or less punishes you. This game does nothing but punish you. I'm tired, everyone. Can I just say that I'm tired? I'm looking at this Triple S right now, and I want to say that I'm done. I'm going to do something better. I'm going to reward you all for having your time, for your time. I'm going to reward you for your time and you having so much patience in me. And I don't say this enough, but thank you. Thank you for sticking through with me on this hellstorm, on this storm of just awfulness.
Because honestly, we should have been done this last year.
But again, I finished it.
So many issues came about with this fucking game, and we are so sorry that we had to put you through all of this.
Needless to say, everybody, I'm thankful for Spirits for trying to endure what he could, but he could not handle it, and I'm not even going to fault him for it. It's bad. And
it is.
I am thankful for Wrath, someone who is just as avid as a Devil May Cry fan as me. So, to anybody who can still, who has heard me pour my heart out about... My God,
fuck
are you kidding me?
Your congratulations, Tamim. Eat 30 dicks.
30 fat ones. So everybody...
With gonorrhea.
Okay, so again, thank you to Wrath. Thank you very much for even helping me endure this shit.
You're welcome, Joey. And thank you, audience, for putting up with my lame bullshit.
He is one of the newest additions to the Rainbow Factory, and he has turned out into an amazing regular.
You mean awful?
But
absolutely awful.
Yes, we're all awful in the Rainbow Factory. We churn out liquid cancer each and every day. But I want to say this. For a reward for your time, I will be trying to upload more frequently. I will be playing better games. We've got Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma coming out.
We're going after...
Yeah, I'm going to be doing Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma with Tuck and Spirits, and there's that. And I'm even considering doing some PlayStation All-Stars for some shits and giggles.
Yay!
Because of... But here's the big Let's Play that's coming up next. Spirits and I promise, Spirits and I will finish Metal Gear Solid 4. We finished it already, but again, after the computer died, we lost everything. Which was sad, because that was some amazing commentary. But
I'll never get to hear it.
We'll finish Metal Gear Solid 4. We will continue back on with Ratchet & Clank and BioShock after I get my files right. But our next two big recordings for the Rainbow Factory, Metal Gear Solid 4 will resume, and Spirits and I will be starting Devil May Cry 3 HD Collection. We will play Devil May Cry 3 HD, and Wrath will be joining us again. Spirits will be covering me for the Donte side, and then Wrath will be joining me for the Virgil side, i.e.
Because Spirits deserves to see the real Donte.
Play a good game. He does. He deserves, because again, as we've already known, Spirits' first experience with Devil May Cry was this.
Yeah. He deserves the real Donte. Whereas me and Joey, whom are avid Devil May Cry fans, will re-experience the deliciousness that is Virgil's side.
we'll be playing a game that doesn't make Fluttershy cry. Or
Yay.
Trixie, for that matter, because Trixie's the best, and if you disagree, well, then you're a shitbag. Just like anybody who can still defend this game to this day, if you find it fun, congratulations. Your idea of quality and my idea of quality don't match up.
If you're having fun, fine. Just
this game is,
but enjoy it away from us. We don't like it. We don't like it.
and I can't. Basically, anybody who can try and defend this game's existence, I have nothing to say to you. I am indifferent to your plight entirely. I don't even hate you, because you, as an individual, do not even are not even worth invoking my anger towards. So, that's all I have to say. I'm done with this series. I'm done playing shitty games. I want to go back
for some
to
awesome
having
games.
fun, and I promise it will.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Rising, Metal Gear Solid 4,
And perhaps
Devil May Cry
maybe,
3,
and perhaps
Bioshock,
maybe
Ratchet & Clank.
another game on the horizon that includes soul devouring. Maybe.
To everybody who enjoyed me talking about Legacy of Kain, you might see a Legacy of Kain playthrough in the future. Stay tuned for that, everybody. And again, thank you. This has been JoJo Modder with the Rainbow Factory. This has been Wrath.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's been a blast. In a weird sense, I guess.
And I'm going to go. I am just going to go play. I'm going to go take a shower and clean myself from all of this shame and all of this failure.
Do you need bleach and a silver scrubby?
No, because bleach has been plagiarized. Good night, everybody.
Night, fuckers. Oh, yeah.